Okay, it should now be streaming. Also, I haven't sorted out the sounds for my for donations, followers, stuff like that, because I haven't had chance. So I will sort that out.
Put text speech on. It takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah, go on then. I'll do that.
In fact, actually, you do that. I'll get a drink. Hold 1 minute.
Okay. Editing it like while live, totally not something you shouldn't do.
One more thing that I'd note, John, just to make your life a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a tiny black box in the corners of where the camera can see on the map.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I'll do that in a sec. Where's my alert? Oh, I don't have an alert set up on this one. Hang on. That's easy enough. Just add the alert box. Add.
Oh, yes, I'm not feeling lucky.
I got a 16, so I'm feeling good.
I rolled both D10s and my D20, and it's not gone well.
I'll throw down.
Stick it there just because why not?
Well, if any of them are above a 4, you've won.
Right.
They're all above a 4, so.
Okay.
There's a 5, an 8, and a 12. So.
Done a message. I'm not putting text to speech on the friggin' chat though.
That'd be fun.
I don't know if you can, but even if you could, like, it's not happening.
I think it would be more funny than fun, but...
Okay, right.
Fun.
That should now work.
All the fun.
Should being the key word.
I like how watching the stream and Will's just sat there on 0 HP.
Oh, yeah, because...
Because he was still dead at the end. Hey, Tim, it ain't our problem. We were in bed.
Wait, I thought we fell asleep outside the...
Well,
Yeah,
Will was just left. You went to sleep. And...
No,
you
Will
went
came with
to
me.
sleep.
I went back to go get him.
I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
You're not dead, you're unconscious.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm
Wait,
nearly.
how did you become unconscious?
He got whacked
because
by
he
the
attacked
magic.
the bloody potion shop after.
Oh,
right, give me a
yeah.
second, and I will like
Because
do a.
the only 2 houses that I've attacked just so happen to be the ones that would damage me.
Because
Well,
you
the dude is a
just
potion
go
guy.
after the ones that you shouldn't go after.
Well, I go after the pricks. I'm like Batman when you think about it.
Yeah, but Batman doesn't nearly die every time.
Actually, you'd be surprised.
Okay, fair point. Right, okay. So let me bring up my little document here. So,
Get out a little dice
to
tray.
start, when we last left you, Aru and Jimby, you are both sleeping in the steamy cauldron. Jim and Titan, you are outside the potion shop. Jim, you were just sleeping. You're not going to take a debuff because as undead you don't have that. Titan, can you, because you are not unconscious, you are not getting a long rest.
Okay.
But you are going to get a short rest after you wake up. So, are you familiar with how they work?
No.
Okay, so basically, your hit dice, you don't automatically recover for health, but you can choose to expend a number of hit dice to recover health if you wish. The way this works is your hit dice is equal to your level. So you're level 3, so you have 3 hit dice. So you can roll up to 3d10 to recover health and add your constitution modifier to it. So you can roll just 1 if you want, or 2, or 3. And you'll recover your spent hit dice at the end of your next long rest.
What would be
okay.
the bonus of not doing 3?
So...
Yeah. Doesn't seem like there's a downside to that.
Pardon?
Doesn't seem like there's a downside to that.
Basically, it's so that you can do short rests and you don't have to do a long rest all the time. Short rests are only a few hours, like 3-4 hours.
No, but like, why would you only use 1 when you can use 3?
Yeah.
Because he has a maximum of 3, and if we go for a short rest again, he couldn't use those 3 until he did one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll use all 3.
Okay, go ahead. Remember to add your Constitution modifier to each one.
Is this a D4?
No,
It's a
D10. Because you're a
D10.
fighter, it's a D10.
And my Constitution as well, did you say?
Yeah,
For
to
each
each
one.
roll.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. 9. Tim, keep track of these numbers because I need you to add them up. 11. 9 again.
Yeah, you're at full health.
You're at full health. Okay.
How much did that? Wait, how much did that net though?
29.
Oh, okay, that's alright. So I was
Okay.
going to say I'm not a healthy one.
Okay,
like
so you're at full
17
health,
to
but
go.
you've spent all your hit die, so you don't have any more hit die until you face your next long rest. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this web camera does not track motion as well, but oh well. Anyway, so you know where you all are. When we last left you, you had travelled west to Begone Woods. You rescued Darnier from the bandits, but you also came across a letter that was incriminating one Daru Mersk. Upon returning back to City of Feldenhurst, you went to see Captain Firth, who rewarded you, as when he brought Daru Mersk to you, you had a bit of a scuffle. Titan once again got knocked out. But Daru is now under arrest. You wake up in the morning. So Jimby and Daru, when you wake up and go downstairs, you find a messenger waiting for you. Captain Firth has requested that the party joins him in the Northern Gatehouse.
Oh, I was gonna get a
I
pint.
need to do some shopping first.
Okay, are you? Are you going off shopping, Tim?
Yes.
I want to go
Okay,
shopping
what are you
too.
looking for?
A sweet shop.
A sweet shop. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay. Roll investigation.
Oh, what's my investigation? I ain't getting those sweets.
What did you
Hit me a
roll?
1. Hit me a 1. I'm not finding that sweet shop anytime soon.
So you walk out the door, you start to look around, you look behind you, and you think to yourself, that looks like a sweet shop. You walk in and realise that you've just walked into the inn you've just walked out of.
Yeah. Fair.
Luke, what would you like to do?
I want to say hi to a room who just seems to have had an aneurysm or something. And
I'm
I
looking
wanna
for
go
the
in-
sweet shop. Can you help me?
No, I got other stuff to do, kid. I want to head off to that enchanted shop that I found last time to see if it's open.
Enchanted shop. Do you mean the potion shop?
No, the enchanted magic items one. we're
You
looking for.
head on over, you go have a look, but as you were told previously, he's away for a couple of days, so it's still shut. It's not likely to be open for another 3 or 4 days. Trying to
I know a good solution
Okay.
to locked buildings.
Titan and so I'm just trying to figure out where the bottom right of this map is, so I know where to draw stuff when we get there.
You should use the middle. Use the middle and then...
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out where that is on the webcam.
hell?
That isn't
How
right.
long-
About 3 squares further down.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Go up 13 squares.
Where have you got this map for your arm to be coming at it in this angle? I don't understand the physics of this.
I did
You
say
had
it's
to take a
behind my
picture of your
main,
setup.
behind my second
Oh,
monitor.
Jesus.
There
Sorry.
goes the camera.
Don't apologise to us. You're the one who has to remark it now.
Yeah, I know.
Just use the actual bottom of the map as.
Yeah, that works. Just
That looks
Keep
about
it-
centre, so
Does it?
oh, it's near
Right,
enough. I can
next-
see where it is. To be fair,
Next week, I'm going to find a better solution for you, John.
yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway,
Is there not
so
some kind of,
Titan and Jim, what are you doing? You've just both woken up. You're outside the potion shop. It is still closed.
What time's it open?
it's not just me, is it? Will there's something so satisfying about the
It's not
hand. coming-
weird about it, isn't there?
You can roll to investigate, see if you can find out.
Yeah.
I'll go
Sure.
with him.
14.
14. You have a look around. You head back over to the door. Just to the right of the door, you see a little notice. You can see that, unfortunately, the store doesn't open on weekends.
Is it a weekend?
It is currently a Saturday, yes.
Oh, we are fighting tonight, boys.
Can I knock on his door?
You can knock if you wish.
Can I roll a strength to see how hard or not?
What are you intending on doing?
Waking the bitch ass up. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Roll strength.
Ooh, 18.
You give the door a firm knocking. It's pretty damn loud. You wait there for a minute or two, but nothing happens. No one answers the door.
And all the curtains are still shut and everything.
All the curtains are still drawn, yeah.
Maybe sleeper.
Right. Has he got any sort of like ornaments, any flowers or anything outside the shop?
You can look around, but you can't see anything. It's quite a bland storefront. You can see it looks pretty old. The building's clearly been there for a long time. But other than the notice with the opening times, you can't see anything, no.
Alright, I'll throw a copper piece at his window and then walk away.
As you do that, the copper piece flies through the window and disappears.
Nice. Magic boy be magic. Cool.
Titan?
Oh, I followed him. I'm just going around with him at this point.
Okay, what are you guys heading back to the inn then?
I want
Sure.
Okay, so you head back to the inn. You see Aru and Jimby sitting at a table. They let you know that they've been called to go see Captain Firth. What would you all like to do? Are you all
I'm
going to see
going
him?
to go and ask the barmaid where the sweet shop is in town. Because clearly my character isn't
See,
smart.
I was gonna go looking, but then I was
The
gonna
barmaid just looks at you and says, "Kids and the sweets." Just head further south towards the central city. It's near the big water fountain. There's a few of them dotted around. That's probably the nearest one for you.
Okay, I'm going to head over there.
Are we currently in the inn, yeah?
You're currently in the inn unless you're
Yeah.
following Guru.
Alright, well, after Aru spoke, I ask about a blacksmith in town and if it's open.
Yes, there is a blacksmith. She is in the northern eastern side of the city. Her name is Talmera. And yes, she will be open. She'll probably be warming up her forges right now.
Cool, can I go there, please?
I'm gonna
yeah,
follow.
sure.
Oh, big Titan boy! We're a squad now.
Okay, well, first we're going to go with Tim, just because he was going first.
With Tim's sweet shop situation.
And need my-
Okay, so Tim, you head on over to a sweet shop.
John, we got.
Oh, boy's lagging.
Have you got your Ethernet plugged in? Or your laptop plugged in?
Laptop is now plugged in, guys.
There's always one thing, John. Always one.
Yeah, I can see it on the stream right now. Like you realise and you plug it in immediately. The stream just went perfect again. Like
Yeah.
it started triggering.
I've just completely forgot to plug laptop in. Oops.
Could you restart what you were saying again, please?
Okay, well, before the Titan and Jim go to the blacksmith, we are going with Aru to the sweet shop. You head further into the city, you see a water fountain. You can see over on the right, so the stores are opening up. There's a smallish store, and you can see some jars with a few different, like, sweet and toffees and stuff like that. They're just opening up if you want to go in.
Sure.
Okay.
They're fucking open on a weekend, but the magic shop, the potion shop isn't. What a lazy old git.
You're greeted by a middle-aged woman who greets you nicely and asks what she can do for you.
I need sweets and quite a few of them. About 2 pounds of sweets.
£2.
How do you
Oh
find
boy,
the
that's
calories?
what sweets you looking for?
Anything with a lot of sugar.
You'll give yourself a heart attack, kid.
I've been on a constant sugar high for about 5 years now. Don't worry, I can cope with it.
She just kind of gives you a look of kind of despair and worry as she looks at you. But she goes round to her back. You can see she's pick up a big thing of toffee, and she starts measuring out £2. And she kind of says to you, £2, you sure?
Yes.
Okay, so she measures out £2, weighs it up, and she asks for 1 silver for £2.
Yep, I can do that.
Okay, you hand her the silver. She takes it. She bags it up in a little brown bag and passes it over to you and wishes you a good day.
I'm off. I've got my sweets. I'm happy.
Okay, while you're doing that, Jim and Titan. Okay, so you follow the barmaid's directions over to northern eastern side of the city. You can see some smoke rising as you walk down the street. You assume it's the forge. You walk on over and you can see a sign of a shield with 2 spears crossed over it, saying Talmira's armor.
This looks like the place.
You walk in, you can see a big brute of a woman, just already at it, like, looks like she's forged a sword. It's in the furnace. She just pulled it out and started hammering it as she notices you walking, and she just puts it to one side and walks over and says, "What can I get for you?"
Right. So I'm going to pull my left arm off and ask her how plausible it is for this to become a weapon.
I'm going to nod approvingly.
She kind of gives you an odd look and mutters something about strange or undead beasts, and takes your arm. She doesn't seem too fussed that it's just still kind of got moulded flesh slightly on it and how it's browned out. She kind of inspects it, wiggles the bones a bit. The arm just kind of flops around. She inspects some of it, and she says to you, I could potentially make a small mace from it, or something like that, but it wouldn't necessarily be much better than just your normal mace. But what I could potentially do is, with it being a fairly fresh bone, and at this, she kind of presses it on it slightly. She says, I could make you a fairly effective short bow with this, if you wish, pointing to like the upper arm bone. She mentions that the bow would have slightly more power than normal, giving it slightly more range and slightly more damage. But it would take a couple of weeks to prepare, as the bone would need to be treated.
I'm confused as well.
Will my arms reattach? Can I have a bow arm?
No, she says that
Like
if she were had to make it into a bow, there would be no way you would be able to reuse it, at least based on her understanding of the magic of undead.
How about a mace? Could I reattach my arm if you made it into a mace?
She looks at you for a second, and then she kind of plods over, starts inspecting your shoulder joint, and then kind of looks down at the arm, and just looks up and down. She starts muttering to herself about steel reinforcements, fastening hinges, stuff like that. Then she turns to you and says, what I could potentially do is, assuming you still wish the elbow joint to work, I could fuse the hand bones together and encase them in steel.
Surgery.
Pardon?
I'm going into surgery. Before she even finishes her sentence, I agree. And then I take my wooden mace off my back and throw it into a air fire, or into a forge.
The head on that was still useful until you did that, you dolt, she mutters. then she kind of looks at your hand again and kind of sighs and says that she'll need a few days to work on this, and you'll have to leave your arm behind. But if you come back in a couple of days, she should have a somewhat decent mace attached. And
How much do I owe you for your service, lady?
With this being such a unique item, it's not going to be cheapest. We'll say 10 gold.
I'll throw her 20 and walk away.
She raises an eyebrow and thanks you, and then just walks back to her forge. And the last you see of her is her just plonking your arm on the anvil, just hands on her hips as if to say, now what the fuck do I do?
Yeah, I guess me and Titan go frolicking in the fields and meet back up with them guys at the tavern.
Okay, so you head back. Dan, as a warning to you now, because you currently only have one arm, you currently use a mace, don't you?
Yeah, that mace is gone. I threw it. I don't have a weapon right now.
You have no... Okay, you have no weapon.
Oh, can I give him... I have a weapon.
What weapon do you
No,
have?
I don't want one.
You don't want one?
His
No, I'm
arm is
good.
going to be a weapon.
You don't want one, or you specifically don't want one that I've given?
Both.
Okay, you head back to the inn. So, Jim, you're slightly unbalanced. You didn't realise that actually only having one arm actually throws your balance off slightly. And you realise that you might have issues performing some attacks as it throws off any swings you do. Currently, as a mechanic, you have disadvantage on melee attacks. So,
Cool.
you
Where
head
did
back.
your arm go?
I try and wave at you with my left arm, realising that it's not there, and look down at my shoulder and just walk along.
I'm just going to accept that this is happening and just not even acknowledge it. Just it's the usual.
I guess I look back at Aru and I'm like, what? Why do I need to carry a weapon when I can be one?
Fair.
I'm going to look at Aru and say, how do you still have teeth?
Oh wait, have you got all your candy right now? Are you carrying me?
Sure, well, I mean,
Yes.
you're not hiding £2.
Like, how are you possibly carrying this?
It's not as much as you think. £2 is 32 ounces, which is just under a kilogram.
That's still a visible amount, though.
That's still a visible amount of candy, yeah.
I'm going to assume, Tim, that you're carrying it in your arms, but you wouldn't be able to carry much more than that without having some issues.
I've got a little pouch that I'm putting them in.
Tim,
A
you are
little
also
pouch?
a
You described
14-year-old
it as
human
little.
sorcerer with no strength. I'm sorry. Anyway.
How much do you think £2 is?
It's a
really not that
kilogram.
much.
But you've got to think a kilogram of sweets is a lot.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
kilogram is a
kilograms.
fair bit of weight, Tim.
John,
For-
you know that
For
bag
somebody
of
of
coffee that I
your
had?
frame, age, and
Right,
size.
Tim, stop arguing with the DM, seriously.
John,
Ooh.
that bag of toffee
Oof.
that I had
Tim,
was 200
shut up.
grams. It's not even 5 of those bags.
I
£2
can solve
isn't that
this.
much.
Tim, shut up.
Aru, would you like me to carry it for you?
Yes, because clearly people don't know units of measurement that well.
Excellent, that'll be
Tim?
20 gold.
Tim, seriously, it's part of the game. Stop arguing with the DM every time, okay? It's just what happens. If you have an issue with something, then say it, but don't just go on a rant about it because it ruins everything. Right, do people all carry on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'll carry it for
Anyway.
you.
Okay,
Sorry,
Rude,
I-
are you
I-
agreeing with
yeah.
that? Roo?
He's dead.
The
His,
sweets crushed him.
his teeth have actually fallen out.
He tried to hand them over to big old Titan boy and he got crushed.
He tripped and fell.
It
on
was
his
an
own.
accident. Oh, is his mic gone?
It looks
You're
like
not-
it.
You're not muted.
I thought he was just having a sulk for a moment. I was like, that's
No, I
not
think you
like
pulled
Tim
his
to
mic
sulk. Well, typical, his mic's gone.
Hello?
Hey,
Oh,
there
he's
we go,
alive.
he's back. Right.
There we go.
Anyway, so the whole party's together. You've all been to shops and that. It's a few hours past dawn, and you are about to head off when you get another messenger arrive saying that Captain Firth wants to see you like now, and he's
Can I
getting
just-
a bit impatient.
Sorry, John. Was it toffee? Or was it
Yeah,
just
that's what
as
the
masculine as
report.
sweets? All right, toffee. Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
Right. Yeah, another messenger arrives just outside the inn and says to you all that Captain Firth wants to see you as soon as possible.
Cool.
Tough.
I'm
I
gonna
guess
follow
we
him.
go.
I'm gonna follow that man.
We're busy men.
Hopefully he takes us there.
Okay, you follow him the 40 yards down the road just to get to the Northern Gatehouse. He shows you in, leads you up to Captain Firth's office, and then motions for you all to go in. Once inside, Captain Firth looks up for his paperwork, grumbles something about... In fact, roll perception, the four of you.
Oh, baby
That's
Jesus.
20.
17 plus 4, 21.
17.
Was it perception? Did you say?
Yeah.
6.
Okay, Titan, you didn't hear anything. The rest of you hear him grumble something about why did it take you so bloody long to get here when the steamy cauldron is 40 yards away.
I detach my right arm, put it in my left arm, and then wave.
How? Explain to me how you do that.
I'm going to.
I wave
roll
backwards.
approvingly.
No, no.
I just wave backwards.
How do you detach your right arm and put it in your left arm when you...
I see. What do you mean? What are you
No,
detaching it with?
I detach my right arm from my shoulder joint, put my arm in backwards, and then wave backwards.
Yeah, but
No, I think
how?
he means how are you going to... Well,
Yeah,
I imagine,
you
right,
only
he's
have
like...
one arm.
No, John. I
Fuck.
imagine he's like... No, I imagine he's like holding it between his legs, popping it out,
Yeah,
putting the other one. Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
It makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
if you... Okay,
vaguely.
in future, Dan, I want you to explain that, not Will. Otherwise, you're not doing it, okay?
Yeah, there was some mental gymnastics
Yeah.
that went in.
Yeah.
I don't mind you doing stuff like that, but you've got to explain how you're doing it, and not just, oh, I'm doing it.
I guess I try and, after I've waved, I try and take it out again, but struggle considerably more because I'm off balance. So I nudge Titan while he's talking. I nudge Titan to help me out.
I will rip it off his arm and then attempt to like delicately put it back on, but not realizing that it is still on backwards.
Off balance.
Titan, roll a medicine check when you help him put his arm back on.
Oh no, I'm gonna die.
Ah,
What?
that one.
Nat one.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
for God's sake. Alright, roll a strength check.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Please.
okay. What's my strength? Just want to double check my strength. Oh yeah, yes, +5. Okay, 16.
Oh no.
Okay, so you helped him detach his arm, and you go to try and pull it back in place, but you don't really know what you're doing, so you've just kind of thrust it into his shoulder, and it just kind of goes straight through his shoulder, and he's just shoved into the wall to his right. Jim, you take 4 damage.
Holy fuck.
Wait,
Okay.
wait. Are all your bones okay?
I think.
I'm asking you because I have like a million spares. So,
Nothing's
I can replace
broken.
any
You've just
damaged
ended up
goods.
ramming his arm so that it is just about in the joint, but you've just also thrown him into a wall as you've done it.
Didn't Will
it'll
want to...
suck itself back in, won't it?
At
Yes.
this point, I see a very discouraged man in front of us, so I tell Titan to shut up a little.
I want to apologise to Captain Firth about us being late and just kind of motion about what's happening and be like, this is why.
He's just Captain Firth is just watching Titan and Jim with a sort of amused / disbelief on his face, not sure whether he should be laughing or cursing the two of you. After a second or two, he snaps out and he talks to you and says, he says, "Thank you for bringing that letter incriminating Daru. We have currently got him in our jail cells, but he's not talking. He's refusing to give us any information at all, and as much as I don't want to have to do this, you guys, being the interesting group that you are, probably
Can
have
I
a better
see him,
chance of
please?
getting information out of him.
Oh,
However,
I Bagsy first.
however, you are not to physically harm him.
So there's a cell between us.
No, the cell's not with you. The cell's down in the basement.
No, I mean like when we go speak to him, there'll be a cell between us.
Captain First says there'll only be two of you in the cell with him at a time. However, they'll be watching from the outside through a magic mirror.
Cool. Can me and Titan go, please?
Yeah, please. Briefly.
He kind of looks at the two of you and then goes, "No, he can," motioning to Titan. And then he points to you, Jimby, and says, "You can go in with him."
Alright, sounds good.
And to you, Haru, he just says, "You're not going anywhere in there because this is no place for a child."
I crouch down next to Haru and I'm like, "I feel your pain also."
I'm gonna pat him on the back because I know that he really wanted to come in there with me. Do a bit of good old torture.
Having solved this, Captain Firth leads you out his office downstairs, through to the back of the guardhouse, and down some more stairs into the basement. Down there, you can see there's a small corridor. You can see 6 cells in a line on the left, and they're all empty. On your right, straight away, there's a door that he leads you into. Through there's a small room with a desk. Another door, this one is reinforced, through to another room. You can also see a window through to that other room, to which, when you all look at it, he says, "It's enchanted, it's only able to be seen through one way."
Sorry, just realised something. This is about the stream without trying to be mean. Still showing us streaming The Hobbit on mine. I don't know if you've changed it.
No, it's good on my end.
Yeah, mine's good on.
Yeah, I did change it. Try refreshing.
I'll check Discord.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is that something that really needs magic? A one-way mirror?
As far
Or
as
is
the
that not just
soldiers
a
know,
thing?
it's magic.
Scam.
Okay.
They're idiots.
Oh.
That was me metagaming, by the way. I didn't actually say that.
Can I just ask one of the dudes what specifically they want to know? Because we haven't really...
If Captain Firth motions for you to give him a second, as you all wander in, you can see Daru through the window in the other room. He's sat behind a desk in a chair. You can just see him sat there. He's looking absolutely terrified, eyes darting around the room, and then just keeps looking at the door as if to know he wants to get out, but knowing he can't. At this point, Captain Firth says, "We've been trying to get information out of him regarding who the bandits are, where they are, what locations they're going to, and also, more importantly, how do they know where to strike the caravan? Pardon me, the transport caravans. And we've had no success. This is the first time we've ever seen Daru show some spine, but we're just not getting anything out of him." And he motions to you, Titan, and Jimby for you to walk on through. But just before you do, he mentions that all magic in that room is bound, and you guys won't be able to cast any spells or anything while in there.
That's fine, I do not need to. Right, I'm going to go in. I'm going to put my hammer down on the table gently, in a nice and friendly manner. And I'm going to reach into my bag. And I'm going to get out the lower like half of the head of that spy that I've got. And I'm going to, in a ventriloquist manner, like, hold it and then, like, flap in the jaw. I'm going to go, "Well, we're here to talk to you. Hello."
Daru's just got his eyes fixated on this head, a look of pure horror, and all the colour drains from his face.
I'm gonna step in.
No.
Oh,
No. What are you doing, Luke?
I want to step in and say this can go one of two ways. You can either talk, or my friend here can, introduce you to his hammer. So
Here's the thing. You can either talk, or I can talk your head for you. And I'm still mimicking the skull when I say that, by the way.
Oh.
And then I'm going to go with the voice. I'm going to go, I used to be one of your friends, but now I'm a trophy. Oh!
At this, Daru just starts to shake. He tries to say, you won't get anything out of me. There's nothing you can do that wouldn't be worse than what I'd get if I betrayed them.
Okay, I'm going to put the jaw down on the table and I'm going to go back into my bag.
As you do this, you just move slowly and Daru's just watching your every motion, absolutely terrified.
I'm going to put the jaw down on the table and I'm going to say, that's the jaw of a spy, one of your friends. I'm going to take out the dead red bird and I'm going to say, that's a bird that I killed. And I'm going to take out a rib cage and I'm going to go, this is from another, I think it was a bandit. I put that on there. And then I'm going to take out some deity and I'm going to go, I got
on
from
about all of
Amazon.
this. He just kind of shrinks back into his chair and you can see him trying to move backwards and just hide against the wall. Just absolutely terrified.
I'm gonna go. And this is the ruined
At
bread
this
that
point,
I got.
as soon as you put the deity down, he just curls up her ball and starts to cry.
I want to step in and
We didn't even get to the eyeball yet.
I want to step in and ask him gently who will attack him if he tells us anything.
Besides
if he can
me,
give us that information.
The Red Horde. He kind of mumbles through his hands, just still laid curled up on the floor.
Oh, Red, hold on. I have a dead bird in here that I think is red. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. I'm going to put that on the table.
The Red Horde have people all over. Even here, I'm not safe.
Not people like me, though.
What you're saying is you have other people infiltrating Beldenust?
Not just Feldenust, all the cities.
Alright, Hydra, calm down.
Titan, pull out a toffee.
Oh yeah, I have 2 pounds of them. Hold on. Don't be concerned that I'm keeping them in the same bag, by the way. Just don't think about it. I'm going to take one out, put it on the table.
I want to pick up the toffee and offer it to him.
I don't know if
can't
that was
see.
part of the
He's
deal.
still curled up on the floor, hands over his eyes. He can't see a thing.
I'm going to grab hold of his arm and just move it and show him the toffee.
He's just going to flinch out the way and then just kind of looks at Toffee, looks at you, and just looks at you questioningly, still terrified.
I'm just going to interject saying that's not our toffee to give away.
at that thought, he's just going to send his hand flying out, and just slaps the toffee out your hand, and then just tries to jump and just curls up in the corner, mumbling something about not making a meeting.
You!
Meeting?
Not that toffee on the floor, you scumbag.
Are we currently behind the super cool?
Yeah, you two are currently in the other room. You can see what's going on.
I asked very politely if I can go in. If you can tag me in, Coach.
Tell you what. I'll collect my things and I'll tap out.
Bring my candy while you're at it.
Yeah, I'll pick that up.
Okay, as he slaps your hand flying out, Titan, you just straighten up collecting your things. You just give him an evil look, and you just walk out the door. And as you walk out the door, Jim, Captain Firth just looks at you and nods for you to go in. Jimby, while you're in, just sat crouched there watching him, You can hear him muttering something about a meeting he's meant to be at this evening, but you can't quite figure out exactly what he's saying.
All right. So while I'm down here, we can make this easy. I assume you're from the camp down the valley. I was able to infiltrate that, and meet some people, kill some people.
I'm not from that camp, he mutters, and then just goes back to muttering to himself. Roll insight, Luke.
18 plus. Thank you. No thanks. 21.
21. Okay, you just look at this man before you, curled up, shaking, muttering to himself, and you kind of realise you've kind of pushed him right up to the brink of insanity, and if you go any further, you realise that he might just lose his mind and be of no use to any of you.
Oh, damn it, let me bang it.
Alright, so this meeting that you're seemingly talking about, do you want to give us anything on that? Care to tell me about it?
As Jimby's talking, I go sit like right next to him.
As in next to Jimby, or as in next to the dude?
No, next to the dude.
We're all next to each other, really.
He just kind of sees you coming and then just kind of cries out and just tries to push you away. He utterly buggers it up, just kind of giving you a weak push before just like turning himself over, facing the floor, just still muttering to himself. Jimby, you kind of sense that at this point it's too late. He's now completely out of his mind. You don't think you're going to get much more out of him?
He broke easy.
I pull a health potion out of my backpack and like wave it in front of this dude's face.
You get no reaction.
I want to whisper in his ear.
Hey, pretty little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
What do you all whisper in his ear?
I'm also a spy. Just trust me, and I can get you out. You just have to cooperate.
Roll deception.
Deception?
Does he have to, though?
Yes.
I was joking because he might be a spy.
You say perception or deception?
Deception. Because you lied.
27.
27. Yeah, you smoothly slip these words out, but you still don't get any reaction from him. He's just not giving any indication that
this man's the toughest.
He's completely mad. But as you get nearer, you can hear him say something about the South Gate 3 hours after sunset.
Oh, that sounds important.
Can I roll medicine to check if he's like full and safe? Like if he even has a ghoul in.
Yeah, roll medicine.
Coolio. Man hit a nat 20.
You kind of don't even need to go close to him, really. You can see that he's starting to froth at the mouth slightly. The whites of his eyes are showing. You can see that whatever scraps of shreds of like mental capacity he's got left are just slowly withering away as he's just becoming this crumbling wreck.
Alright, I just walk out and what's the guy's name again, sorry? Not the guy in the prison, the guy who's
Captain
told us to
Firth.
Yeah, I tap him on the shoulder, I'm like, he's gone, boss. And then just carry on walking back up to his office.
He motions for you not to go anywhere. He's looking a bit pissed, because you've just kind of ruined his one connection to try and find everything out. And he motions for you to leave, Jimby. As you leave, you kind of hear him, this poor man say something else about caravan knowledge and locations. Can you roll insight for me, please?
Where the fuck's my dice? Let's just know.
Just saying, while this is going on, I'm going to take my toffee back from Will.
Plus,
just the singular one or all of it?
What of it? You've had it like 20 minutes and you've already been giving it away to people.
No, I haven't.
I got a 5, by the way.
5. Oh boy. Okay, so as you're leaving, you can't help but feel like you've kind of got the pieces of something you could put together. You know that he's told you a few key details, but you can't help but feel like you could piece them together to get more from them. You think on this as you walk out, and Captain Firth walks forward and closes the door. He then turns to all of you and starts shouting, "Why did you have to go and completely break him?" And then turns to you, Jimby, and asks, "Did you at least get anything useful out of him?"
A few bits and pieces, not too much, but
What did he say? Out with it.
he's part of a group called the Red Horde, which are all over every city. They're literally in everywhere. He was mumbling about a meeting at some point. Couldn't actually get more on that, but
What meeting?
as I said, I'm not sure. We couldn't get anything out of him regarding it. But
He didn't
we know
give
it was
a
a meeting.
time or location or anything, or what
No.
it was about.
I tried, but I couldn't get it out of him. However, at the Southgate 3 hours after sunset, I heard him mumble. So I'd recommend potentially seeing there, because that could be the meeting. I'm not too sure. Something could happen, I have no clue. And he seems to have information on the caravan locations and times, but nothing that I could quite make out, so...
Captain Firth kind of just looks at you for a minute before stepping back, and you can just see him kind of thinking to himself. And then he says, Daru's job here was logistics. He was in charge of a lot of the tradesmen's and would often oversee the guard duties of goods caravans.
Well,
He would have access to knowing when caravans would be leaving, what they would have, and where they would be at all times.
Well, one of the questions they wanted us to ask him was how we always knew where all the caravans were. What?
Oops. Okay, that's a DM slip-up, sorry. Ignore that bit. Pretend I didn't say that.
Okay.
Time machine.
Just retcon that minor statement, sorry. He kind of stands there and looks at you and says, Daru must have been supplying them with information as to the goods caravans and where they were going. He then says to you, this meeting tonight, or supposedly that's tonight, you say it's by the South Gate?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I want you guys to go to that meeting.
Cool. I have a question. Would you like me to try and apprehend someone else if I can?
No. What we're going to do instead, he just looks at you out the corner of his eye and says, how well do you think you could pass off for being Daru?
Yeah, pretty perfectly. That sounds pretty easy.
I turn around and scream, ain't nothing for free.
You'll be paid on dead. Now shut up, let me think.
That's what everyone says.
I want you guys to go to this meeting, and we're going to supply them with false information and see if this is indeed how they are getting information as to the goods transports. He points to you, Jimby, and says, you will need to try and disguise yourself as Daru somehow. You're the only one of this motley group that has the ability to try and pass it off as him. He then turns to the other three of you and says, you three can't be at the meeting directly. However, I want you nearby so that if anything goes down, try to apprehend whoever it is that's meeting him.
But then I can't explode them.
Then I can't take bits from them.
Care. You'll get your chance to blow them up.
Yay.
And he turns to you, Jim B, and he says to you, right, this is what we're going to do. And he tells you that he's going to write up a small document that details a caravan, in air quotations, that will be travelling from Feldenos to Karnag, supposedly full of food and weapons. What it will actually be is it will be a trap, so that if it is attacked, they'll be able to try and apprehend whoever's in charge of the attacks. He wants you to go to this meeting, try and give this false information, and the other three of you need to be nearby so that if stuff goes wrong, you can get out of there alive, basically.
Sounds good.
Okay, he mentions for you to go back to the inn. He will have a messenger run over with the documents soon. He'll go write them up now. At that point, he kind of shows you to the door and bids you to leave the guardhouse and then goes back to his office. You guys are now outside.
I turn around and like, it's pretty warm in here. And then I cast Druidcraft and make it, like, obnoxiously, like, drafty.
Okay, are you doing this as you walk out?
Yeah.
Are you trying to do it subtly or just...
I don't give a fuck, no. I don't care.
Okay, let's see if he notices. Oh, boy. Yeah, he is completely oblivious. Captain Firth's a world of his own.
I didn't even try!
He rolled a nat 1 on perception, so... as he's sort of showing you to the door, you can see he's not really with it. And just as you walk out, you just kind of flare your hands, well, your one hand slightly, and the sudden gust of wind is just barreling through the whole building, and it's just throwing papers everywhere. It's suddenly feeling really cold due to a wind chill. It's kind of made a few guards at the other end of the room just stumble over. And you all just walk out, and the gust just carries on for a while. Captain Firth is still completely clueless, despite the fact that everything's going off in chaos around him.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I'm going to head off to the inn.
Yeah, I'm just going to follow suit with the party.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all head to the inn. You haven't got anything better to do. So if you want to do anything else throughout the day, or if you just want to rest or whatever, about an hour after being there, a messenger runs over and gives you a scroll, Jimby, saying that is the false documents that you are to give at the meeting tonight, if that is the case.
Cool. I'm gonna go off to the potion shop again.
Okay, no prob. Okay, so you, Jim, you head off to a potion shop. You head on over. You're outside the store, looking up at it. It's still all closed up and everything. What do you all do?
John.
Yeah, I know. We'll do this little bit, Tim, and then we'll give them a ring.
I just know you don't get notifications.
It's come from my phone.
I'm gonna give him a knock again.
Okay, you go and knock on the door. You wait a minute, and nothing happens again.
I shout, "It's really important. You'll be paid handsomely."
Nothing happens.
Fuck! I just slouch down in front of the house and sulk a little bit.
Okay, fair enough. Is there anything the rest of you want to do, or are you all just resting until the evening?
I'm going to play some music at the inn, if that's cool.
Yeah, make a performance check.
So 15 plus 6, 21. And I want to sing about the time that birds were evil.
Okay, so you kind of sing this ballad that you've made up on your journey. It's a long story about how birds actually had a large influence on a party of adventurers, actually getting in the way, despite everything the adventurers were trying to do for the area. You weave this long, eloquent tale, and there's not many patrons in the inn, but they're all kind of looking at you with interest. So this is a new story that they've not heard before. You kind of weave it on. You stood there talking for a long while, and as you weave this story, you kind of finish up, and you just get a small round of applause from everyone in the inn. And as you walk off stage, you get a free ale from the barmaid.
Can I give it back to the barmaid and say I'm busy, I can't drink today?
She raises an eyebrow and says, "Sure," and instead just slides it down the bar to the nearest patron, who happily takes the free drink and throws it back.
Sometimes.
Okay, is there anything that the rest of you want to do before the evening?
Yes. One little thing, but if you need to bail for 5 minutes, then feel free.
No, we'll do this, and then while you guys are resting, I'll go
cool.
for a few minutes.
While you're doing that, I'll bugger off just so I can explain to them that it'll be a couple of minutes.
Okay, no
cool.
problem.
Right. Am I aware of is there any sort of library or like sort of scripture place or anything where education would lie in this town?
Roll insight.
Roll insight. Okay. It's not a terrible roll. It's 16.
You know that a big town like this will likely have a library of some kind, but you don't know where or how you could find it. If you were to spend some time looking, you could probably get there. But you do also know that if a random undead being was to walk into a library, things would not go well.
Is there anybody around in town who I could ask?
You're still at the inn, so you can ask the barmaid if you wish.
Yes, can I ask the barmaid?
The barmaid kind of looks at you, and she's kind of scared of you a little bit. She doesn't really want to talk to you, but after a short while, she kind of says, "Yes, there's the royal library over in the palace, but you won't be able to access that."
I ask her why. Why won't I be able to access that?
Because the palace guards will cut you down before you get within 50 feet of it.
I'm willing to take that risk, and I walk over to the library.
Oh boy. Okay.
I told you to take these 5 minutes, John, if you needed them.
Roll investigation.
Oh no. 11?
Okay, so it's fairly easy for you to go find the palace. You knew it was somewhere in the centre of the city slightly. As you get over there, you can see the walls of the inner fort. Massive.
Do I see the guards yet?
It's definitely dwarf work. As you go around the side of it, as you come in from the western side, you head over to the north side, and you can see a couple of guards there. As soon as they see you, they've kind of drawn their weapons, and they're just out ready for a fight. And they're not attacking you, but they're clearly not happy at your presence.
I hold my single arm up and just merely ask for a conversation.
They look at you suspiciously. One of them turns his head to make a call before looking back at you. For a second, nothing happens, and then a third soldier comes out. He's armed, but he's not drawn his weapons, and he comes on over to you, and he stops about 10 feet away with the guards about 20 feet behind him, and asks, "What do you want?"
I'm here to cause no harm. As you can see, I merely have a situation. I currently only have one arm.
Your point being, creature?
In the building behind you, I've been told that there is possible education on how to retrieve or create another arm. I am merely asking for information or somebody who would know information on how to do this. I am not here to enter your palace. I'm not here to disturb.
You must be a newly formed undead, and one without brains at that. You don't need any new random bit. It can't be summoned like some kind of creature. However, all you need is a dead body, and you can cut off an arm and stick it back on you. But be warned that if you attack anyone in the city or anyone around, we will destroy you.
Sir, I am under instruction by a very, very high up in your city. I shall never touch or disturb your city outside of my mere presence. I appreciate it, and I'll just walk off.
Okay, the guards just kind of watch you as you walk off, but as you get further away and it's clear that you're not turning back, they kind of stand at ease. You head back over to the inn. You wait with the others. Are you all just waiting for evening now?
I passed this information on to Titan.
Hey.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, apparently I can just take arms.
I'll procure you one, don't you worry. In fact, actually, well, we can make a start. I have a finger.
I think I would prefer a full arm.
Do you want the finger in the meantime?
I think I'm okay. You keep that for your collection.
Okay. Okay, so you're all going to wait. You're going to have the equivalent of a long rest. So, rest of you, that doesn't mean anything. But Titan, you are going to get your hit dice back.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Right. I'm going to go 5-10 minutes just to wish my mother happy birthday.
Yep.
I'm just going to put the stream in AFK a bit. I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes.
Cool.
There's nothing here. What? I'm just going to back up.
What's that bit? I just did one that I missed and then
Oh my god! No, but I've got another idea.
oh, he's gonna teleport or something, isn't he?
Oh, what? What? That's bullshit!
1 second.
That's so bullshit!
Well, it
Hey,
says
Luke.
it's still got 40 odd minutes of fuel time left, so I'm assuming I can still fly in 5.
Don't worry, boys. I'm learning how to make shit, so I'll be able to help us. I'll be a.
Life support may fail. Also, the thrusters aren't responding.
What do you mean life support failed, man? Just dies.
It doesn't sound great for you, to be honest, John.
The side thrusters aren't working anymore.
That really doesn't sound good for you, to be honest.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Fuck! Right, so I've lost my stuff, but I did manage to pull the lever. I heard it click. So... I don't fucking believe it!
I owe you a fucking pizza.
Not him, me!
That's what I meant. 3 fucking days!
3 fucking days and 3 fucking computer scientists! And the girl comes in and cleans it, and it works!
3 days wasted on this. I had to record a crappy video on my phone earlier to put up on YouTube to apologise for this shit. Fuck me!
I just had to clean some thermal paste off his ransom.
3 fucking days I've been toiling over this. 5 minutes, she comes in, cleans it, bloody well works!
Calming down a bit. No, no, it is bloody well not. Oh, for God's sake! He's calming down now. He sends in a fucking stone golem. Oh, he's got a fucking healing salve too. Oh my fucking God! This is just not. This is bullshit. This is utter bullshit.
Boys, open the door. Church of Shade, do you want me to shoutcast John's adventure? Alright, let's get my shoutcasting voice on. Oh, there is a shield also on top of the The truck. Is he gonna get it? Why has he not jumped in yet? Oh my god, this is the play of the century. He's got the build menu out. He built some stairs. Are you seeing this 200 IQ play right now from John? I have not seen this in competitive Fortnite ever. He gets lucky with the RNG, gets a slab and a minigun along with some wood. We'll take you on to a commercial break right now. Monster sponsors this event. Great energy, great taste. Love the feeling. These stairs might prove difficult for Jonathan as he is now on the low ground of Tilted Towers. But he's underground, fully protected right now. He's weighing up his options of heavy ammo items. He could use the new hunting rifle. During this downtime of Tilted Towers as he explores, we shall look around the map further. As you can see, Tilted is within the zone. Oh, we have some action here. He pulls out a shotgun. He's in a fight. His shield gets popped. He pops the enemy shield. This is a good shotgun fight. Great mechanical play with the jumps. He's behind the box. He gets the reloaded. He gets shot, unfortunately, from the other angle. John places 14th in the greatest tournament for Fortnite ever existed. He shall get the great prize pool, but unfortunately not get the top 10 of this tournament, and he shall get defeated by the likes of X-Just and his teammates. What do you feel like the downfall of your gameplay was to place 14th in the biggest tournament of the year?
The twat doing the American accent.
Why can I...
I think you'll find Tim's shooting some rainbow rays at it. Might be causing problems.
Oh shit! It's on fire! I can't get out! You've literally, the exit is on fire.
I'm sure he'll solve that soon.
My exit, oh shit! You did. There's nothing here. What? I'm just gonna back up.
What, damn it.
Oh my god! No, but I've got another idea.
Oh, he's gonna teleport or something, isn't he?
Oh, what? 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 That's bullshit!
1 second.
That's so bullshit!
Well, it
Hey,
says
Luke.
it's still got 40 odd minutes of fuel time left, so I'm assuming I can still fly it fine.
Don't worry, boys. I'm learning how to make shit, so I'll be able to help us. I'll be a...
Life support may fail. Also, the thrusters aren't responding.
What do you mean life support, Phil? Just dies.
It doesn't sound great for you, to be honest, John.
The side thrusters aren't working anymore.
That really doesn't sound good for you, to be honest.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Fuck! Right, so I've lost my stuff, but I did manage to pull the lever. I heard it click. So... I don't fucking believe it.
I owe you a fucking pizza.
Not him, me!
That's what I meant. 3 fucking days!
3 fucking days to bring back a computer scientist! And the girl comes in and cleans it, and it works!
3 days working on this. I actually got a crappy video on my phone earlier to put up on YouTube to apologise for this shit. Fuck me!
I just had to clean some thermal paste off his ramsot.
3 fucking days I've been toiling over this. 5 minutes, she comes in, cleans it, bloody well works!
Calming down a bit. No, no, it is bloody well not. Oh, for God's sake. That... It's calming down now. He sends in a fucking stone golem. Oh, he's got a fucking healing salve too. Oh my fucking God. This is just not... This is bullshit. This is utter bullshit.
Always open the door. Trick of Shane. Do you want me to shoutcast John's Adventure? Alright, let's get my shoutcasting voice on. Oh, there is a shield also on top of the truck. Is he gonna get it? Why is he not jumped in yet? Oh my god, this is the play of the century. He's got the build menu out. He built some stairs. Are you seeing this 200 IQ play right now from John? I have not seen this in competitive Fortnite ever. He gets lucky with the RNG, gets a slab and a minigun along with some wood. We'll take you on to a commercial break right now. Monster sponsors this event. Great energy, great taste. Love the feeling. These stairs might prove difficult for Jonathan as he is now on the low ground of Tilted Towers. But he's underground, fully protected right now. He's weighing up his options of heavy ammo items. He could use the new hunting rifle. During this downtime of Tilted Towers as he explores, we shall look around the map further. As you can see, Tilted is within the zone. Oh, we have some action here. He pulls out a shotgun. He's in a fight. His shield gets popped. He pops the enemy shield. This is a good shotgun fight. Great mechanical play with the jumps. He's behind the box. He gets the reloaded. He gets shot, unfortunately, from the other angle. John places 14th in the greatest tournament for Fortnite ever existed. He shall get the great prize pool, but unfortunately not get the top 10 of this tournament, and he shall get defeated by the likes of X-Just and his teammates. What do you feel like the downfall of your gameplay was to place 14th in the biggest tournament of the year?
The twat doing the American accent.
Why can I...
I think you'll find Tim's shooting some rainbow rays at it. Might be causing problems.
Oh shit! It's on fire! I can't get out! You've literally, the exit is on fire.
I'm sure he'll solve that soon.
My exit, oh shit! You did. There's nothing here. What? I'm just gonna back up.
What, damn it. I just did one that I missed and then
Oh my god! No, but I've got another idea.
oh, he's gonna teleport or something, isn't he?
Oh, what? 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 That's bullshit!
1 second.
That's so bullshit!
Well, it
Hey,
says
Luke.
it's still got 40 odd minutes of fuel time left, so I'm assuming I can still fly it fine.
Don't worry, boys. I'm learning how to make shit, so I'll be able to help us. I'll be a.
Life support may fail. Also, the thrusters aren't responding.
What do you mean life support failed, man? Just dies.
It doesn't sound great for you, to be honest, John.
The side thrusters aren't working anymore.
That really doesn't sound good for you, to be honest.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Fuck! Right, so I've lost my stuff, but I did manage to pull the lever. I heard it click. So... I don't fucking believe it.
I owe you a fucking pizza.
Not him, me!
That's what I meant. 3 fucking days!
3 fucking days for 3 fucking computer scientists! And the girl comes in and cleans it, and it works!
3 days wasted on this. I actually got a crappy video on my phone earlier to put up on YouTube to apologise for this shit. Fuck me!
I just had to clean some thermal paste off his ransom.
3 fucking days I've been toiling over this. 5 minutes, she comes in, cleans it, bloody well works!
Calming down a bit. No, it is bloody well not. Oh, for God's sake! He's calming down now. He sends in a fucking stone golem. Oh, he's got a fucking healing salve too. Oh my fucking God. This is just not... This is bullshit. This is utter bullshit.
Boys, open the door. Church of Shade, do you want me to shoutcast John's adventure? Alright, let's get my shoutcasting voice on.
Go back to scene. Oh, my transitions aren't working.
Can request?
Yeah, my transitions aren't working.
I can never get mine to work, so yeah.
Of what's happened so far, because I got a very brief one from John while we were talking to our mum, and it sounds like Dan got up to some interesting things.
He wanted to go to the palace, and he was being, like, nice enough, but the problem being is he's undead. So, humans don't take well to undead, funnily enough.
I was just talking to the guards. They were really nice to me.
What's your smell? Smell
Anyway.
like dead people.
You've all waited at the end. The day's passed. The sun's setting. The sun's now set, actually. You remember the Daru was mumbling 3 hours after sunset? So it is now currently 1 hour after sunset. What would you like to do?
Wait 2 hours.
Yeah, I guess.
Hour and 45 minutes. I don't know how far away the South Gate is, though. So
Yeah.
What can we do in the meantime?
How far away is the South Gate?
The South Gate, to get across the city and that, will probably take you about half an hour to 3/4 of an hour.
Okay, we'll wait an hour.
I thought we were already there. I see.
Okay,
We'll
you
wait
can.
an hour and head over there.
Okay, you wait an hour. It is now 2 hours past sunset. You are due to meet with these guys in an hour. What do you all do?
Set off walking, I guess.
get traveling.
Okay,
But
so
halfway, so like it's probably like 1:30ish. I want to cast disguise self on myself, obviously, and get my Daru. What's his name? Daru mask impersonation on.
Okay. So you start wandering across. It's getting to just gone past. So you're meeting with them just under half an hour as you're approaching the South Gate. Jimby, you've cast this spell on you. As you walk up to the gate, you can see Captain Firth there. He looks at the party, sees you, and then he's suddenly ordering 4 guards to run over, and they try and jump on you and wrestle you to the ground.
I'm going to watch.
Hang a minute.
Stop it!
No, wait. That's our bad. That's our bad. Stop. No.
They kind of stop roughing him up.
They might be in on it. They've
2
got
of them
people everywhere.
currently have you pinned to the floor, Jimby. Captain Firth runs over and says, "What the bloody hell is he doing here? He should be in his cell."
It's me.
It's our bad.
Me.
It's Jimmy. It's the bad. I mean, I'm sure that he appreciates you doing this because it shows just how good his disguise is. But it's not him.
Idiot.
Okay, he kind of runs over and starts looking at you closely, Jimby. And it's at that point that he's able to see through your spell. I'm assuming you used the spell Disguise Self.
Yeah.
Okay, he passes his wisdom save so he can see through the spell and realise that it is actually you now. He apologises and motions
So you better
for the
pay me
guards
more for
to-
this. This is unacceptable.
Motions for the guards to get off you and they help you to your feet. He then motions behind him for gates to be opened because they were closed at sunset, and then says, "After you, remember to give him that false information and to tell me what happened later on."
I'm going to lean in and ask, do we actually know how he got out of the back gate to give them the information? I mean, I know
At that, he's just going to shrug his shoulders and say, "I don't know."
I mean, I don't want to sound like our Warforged here, but are we sure these soldiers aren't in on it?
Captain Firth, it just looks at you, looks back at his men, and then looks back at you and says, I trust all these men would not allow their loyalties to be shifted. But then as he walks by you, you can just cast him whispering to you that he's not too sure though.
Okay.
Like, simple as he's just not sure.
I'm going to suppress the urge to immediately just go absolutely insane on these guys and walk through the doors.
Okay, you all walk out. As you walk out, you can see the path ahead actually starts to drop down the hill. You can see on your right, there's like a small fence along the path that goes down. Not a wall, sorry, it just follows the path down. You can see down the hill, it kind of goes down about 30 feet, and then round the corner behind a few trees. Jimby, you start to walk down the road. You kind of all stop and realise that the best. Sorry, give me a sec. Captain Firth walks out, comes back out with you, and then makes the suggestion that Jimby, you walk down the road alone, and that the rest of you go behind the wall and sneak down and stay hidden behind the trees and just see what happens. That's going on silent.
No more
Can I cast Pass Without Trace on Jimby?
What's Pass Without Trace?
Plus, because he's the dude who's disguised.
What does that do?
It gives plus 10 to stealth.
Plus 10 to
rolls.
stealth.
But I don't need stealth. I'm disguised.
You're gonna fucking need it. I'm predicting.
Yeah, you can cast that on him.
Don't you need
hang
on
on a
yourself?
minute. Hang on a minute. It didn't have a range. They have to stay within a range of 30 feet from you.
I mean, it's
can
too
only-
late. He's cast the spell. Bearing in mind,
Well,
he's
I'm now
asking.
sneaky.
Yeah,
No. It
right,
says
guys.
this effect only applies if a creature is within 30 feet of you.
Both at the time of casting and
Tim.
for the duration.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has to stay within that range. But don't forget, when he's asking me if he can cast this spell, in the game itself, he's just stepping forward and casting the spell. Unless he asks Luke if he can cast the spell on him, he's just going to step forward and do it. So you can't just interrupt him.
Right. Metagame wise, they know I'm undead when I'm in a wolf, right?
Yes.
How do they know?
Wait, your party or...
No,
everyone
the
else?
people around me.
Oh, they will know or not based on a wisdom save.
I'm taking that risk. I'm staying 30 feet between Jimby and me,
Okay,
Can he not just be a pile?
and I'm gonna be a wolfy boy.
okay, you transform into a wolf. Are you guys taking Captain Firth's suggestion?
Yes.
I'm going to follow it.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I'll go along with him.
Okay, someone didn't think this through. Blame Chris, not blame Chris, blame Dan, Chris. It's his fault. It's a nightmare while I'm trying to DM this. Right, okay. Jimby, you wander down the road, you're going down about 30 feet down the hill, and then you go round the bend of the corner. You can see looking behind that you're just out of sight of the northern gate and any watchers from above the wall, because you're just hidden by a small enclosure of trees. The rest of you have just jumped this little 5-foot wall, and you're just sneaking alongside Jimby, trying to keep up, and you're hidden behind the trees. You're still in full view of the gatehouse and everything, but you can't see any guards watching. You all kind of stand there waiting. Nothing happens for the first 15 minutes, but then Jimby, roll perception.
17 plus 4, 21.
Okay, you see, not even coming down the road, but from across the countryside from the west, you can actually see just these small shadowed figures coming towards you. They get about 30 feet away from you, and you can see that there's 2 humanoid figures walking on over to you, and they've got hoods up, balaclavas on, so you can't make anything out of them, but you can definitely tell they're humanoid.
I'll gesture them over.
They kind of just rush over, like checking the air. Short you. You gesture them to come over, and they run over. Sorry, I'm looking at Chris's messages and these toddlers. I'm thinking back of the Hobbit last night. Just you get charged by a group of hobbits. Anyway. Oh, fucking hell, that's throwing my turn a fuck. As a scout leader, I'm not sure what I meant to say to that message.
Definitely don't say I know.
Right. Okay, so they come on over, you can see him checking the area. Can the rest of you... Tim, don't bother. Can the rest of you make stealth rolls, please? With advantage, Titan,
no,
without advantage.
What did you say? Sorry?
Make a stealth roll. The other 2 get advantage, you don't have advantage or disadvantage.
Oh, just normal.
Yeah.
15.
I'm glad it's with advantage because the first one's a 1.
13.
17.
Okay, so as they run over, you guys can just kind of hear them moving, you can kind of see shadows. But as they're looking around, they don't notice the 3 of you. As they approach you, Luke, you can just hear one of them gruffly say, "Do you have the caravan information?"
Yeah, I've got it right here, and I'll hand them it and just say, "We'll make this quick."
Yeah, no, they just take it straight up. They pull out a small pouch, put it in your hands. You open it up. You can see there's about 50 gold pieces in there.
Ooh.
At this, they don't hang around. They've just straight run off again.
All right, cool. I'm gonna make my way back then, back up the path.
Okay. You wander back up the path. You can't see any further guys as you look around. They've completely gone, melted back into shadows. You start wandering back up to Gatehouse. What about the rest of you 3?
Gonna follow along?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay, you go back up. You meet Jimby at the Gatehouse. This time, instead of opening the full gate, there's a small portcullis door that just gets open from the side, and Captain Firth just motions for you all to come in. And then he turns to you, Jimby, and says, "Did they take it? Was anyone
They took
there?"
it 100%. 2 short people in cloaks took it away, no problem.
Okay, could you see anything about what they looked like, or stature,
No,
size,
they're
shape?
just short.
Oh.
Just short people.
Sure. Okay, so no look at the face or anything.
No, I didn't waste time. I didn't want them getting suspicious.
Well, you've shown that much competency, at least. Right. Okay, so tomorrow at midday, I want you guys to report to me at the North Gate. And then he dismisses you to go back to Steamy Colburn.
Something's not right.
What do you mean
It
something's
went
not right?
well.
Master of disguise.
For the first time as a party, you actually managed to do something properly.
Well, actually, as a party,
Wait,
we
Captain
managed
Bat
to
needs to pay
not
us
do
though.
something wrong.
I want to be paid for my risking my life.
You've not
Hey,
finished the
I
job
said it
yet.
before.
I want to be paid for him risking his life.
And you've not finished the job yet.
Damn it.
What?
There's more.
There's always... God damn it.
There was more.
Anyway, so you head back over to Steamy Colburn. There's still a few people up. There's a small bard playing. Jimby, you notice that he's not really quite in tune, but in fairness, he's not the worst you've ever heard.
Can I cast suggestion on him?
What would you like to suggest?
Tell him to get off the stage and go away. And just walk out the town and keep walking.
You can try to.
All right. He has to make a save against that.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay, he's going to roll with advantage because suggestion only works when you try and get him to do something that isn't going to cause them harm, and you want him to leave the town.
Him. I just
You want
him
him
to
to
walk.
leave the town in the middle
He'll
of
be
the night.
fine.
I'm afraid he gets a 17.
Aww.
On the upside, he doesn't notice that any spell has been cast.
Cool.
And the rest of you kind of notice where he like stumbles over a certain phrase for a moment and pauses before he just carries on with his little tale. There's still a few Patreons left. The barmaid's just off to one side cleaning out some cups. What would you like to do, or would you just like to call it a night?
Just going to bed.
I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah, I'll call it a night. I'm not welcome in taverns often, so.
Neither am I.
That's because you threatened to burn one down.
Everybody loves me.
Hey, people just don't like me for assumption, so you know.
No, Titan threatened to burn
Agreed.
one down.
Again, they started it.
No, you started it.
No, they very clearly started it.
As DM, I say you started it. You clearly did. Anyway, you
No,
all
they,
go
they
to bed.
picked on me first.
So you sleep through the night. You wake up in the morning. It's about an hour after dawn. You've slept over a bit because you went to bed a bit later than originally planned.
I'm gonna get out. I've no bedtime. What you saying?
So it's about an hour after dawn. You've got a couple of hours before. You've got about 4 hours before midday. Is there any business you'd like to attend to before leaving Feldenost?
Can I go to the potion shop for the 4th time this week?
But it's still the weekend.
Is it Sunday?
It's a
Fuck.
Sunday.
Can I go to the potion shop for the 4th time this weekend?
Yes,
follow
you
him?
can go to the potion shop.
Can I follow him as well?
Yes, you can follow. Aru, are you going with him?
Sure, we'll go as a full party.
Yes!
You all head over to the potion shop, and it is still closed.
Is it closed? Oh my lord! I bang on that door so hard.
Roll
Do you want me
for
to hammer
strength.
it down?
How are you knocking on the door, or are you trying
Oh my
to?
god! I got nat 20.
Wait.
No, I'm just smashing the door. I'm like literally just hitting the door as hard as my
I want to
skeleton
stand
right
back
arm
from
can.
this door.
Same.
Oh,
Right,
boy.
Chris. I only have one arm right now. So kicking the door down and losing another leg, I don't want to do that.
So
Also,
you,
you can only steal
you
one 'cause
pull
he has
back
one
the
arm to
one
hold
arm
it
you've got, and you've just put an almighty punch, and you can hear the door creak, and nothing happens for a moment, and then suddenly 2 magic missiles just burst out the door and just clobber you straight in the chest, throwing you about 10 feet back, and you
Nice.
take 6 force damage.
Oh, love it. Right.
Forgot to update your health on the stream. Oops. Oh well.
I am a very, very sad boy, and I go back to our blacksmith friend.
What about the rest of you? You following him?
I'm not
Sure,
gonna
why
try and
not?
batter down the door.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
What was that?
On-
Who
on
are
the
you
way
about
up
to
there.
try?
No, I said I'm not going to try to.
On the
I
way
just
up there,
came to
I felt
watch because
very
these
excited.
guys keep seeming to head off to it. So I don't know what's going on.
We need to get Chris a character and get him in on this.
Oh, that'd be great. Can he play the final boss?
Can Chris actually be the final one?
How many missiles can they have? It depends on the level of the spell. In this sense, because it wasn't a very strong attack, it was only a level 1 magic missile. Anyway, you all leave the potion shop. You head over to the northeastern side of the city. You head over to Blacksmith. Unfortunately, it is closed. Halmera is not open for business today.
What do you mean? She doesn't work 24/7. This is a shit Tesco's.
Chris, that hits a little close to home.
Come here to fill people with simple swipe of a pen. D20 damage, try to... Alright, I'll take that.
Does psychic damage.
I tell the party about how excited I am to get my arm back.
Okay, fair.
And I'm going to respond by not caring at all.
Yay!
I say I'll find him one.
Oh, I also tell them as well, if anybody finds a fully intact working left arm, please tell me.
Does it have to be intact post removal, or can I find one that's just still attached and then?
Shoulder down, shoulder joint preferably, but shoulder down is fine.
Okay.
I'm just going to whisper to Rui. So how's life? These people are weird. You feeling okay?
As you finish up, look surprisingly like that's because I haven't got a. We couldn't make a portrait for Dan's character, and we haven't got it sorted yet. So Aru and Jimby are using portraits that they made use a character creator. Titan is a image that Will got off Reddit of some
serial Googler.
Yeah, serial Googler or something. But Dan's just using an image from one of my dwarves because we didn't have anything better for it. Anyway, so you finish up around the blacksmith. You're kind of talking. It's about an hour before midday. Do you want to head over to Gatehouse, or is there anything you'd like to quickly solve first?
I'm happy heading over.
I'm happy.
Looks like
Also
Gypsy
happy.
Danger. If you're on about Jim, that's one of my dwarves, Chris. I quite like my dwarf. Valmir, the dwarf that image is from, is a solid... Well, actually, no, he's not. He's drunk all the time, actually.
Are you on about Chris's comment about the gypsy?
Yeah.
Because I think what he means is Gypsy Danger is in the one from Pacific Rim, and I think he's on about my dude.
Oh, fair. Chris, were they not meant to be attacking the city?
Chris, you'd be surprised how often I do this kind of thing.
Anyway, you all head over to Northern Gatehouse. When over there, is the chat not displaying? Oh, hang on.
No, the chat doesn't display on screen.
I've just realised why.
Why?
Is it ordered wrong?
Maybe.
I mean, kick the gatehouse in would be a bit difficult, but I might be able to break it with a spell.
I didn't have things ordered the right way on hindsight. Oops. Anyway, so you're over at the North Gatehouse. As you get over there, you can see a caravan of about 4 carts with covers over the top of them. They've got like small wooden poles over the top. You can see a large collection of about 40 guards, about a dozen or so kitted up as if they were a normal guard for a caravan. The rest of them look getting inside the wagons and trying to get covered up. As you head on over, Chris, don't tell them to break everything. They break everything anyway. They're meant to defend the caravan.
I fuck everything, thank you very much.
He's not wrong. He fucked someone. Oh, for God's sake. All the
You'll have to
Captain
describe it too.
Shut up. Captain Firth sees you and beckons you all over. At which point he explains that the plan is for the caravan to proceed to Karnag as it normally would, but you guys will be in the center caravan, and you are to remain hidden. A lot of the guards will be inside the caravan. When the caravan is attacked, you guys will spring the trap, and your orders are to try and find whoever is leading the attack, and you've got to try and catch and subdue him.
Sounds good.
And then take him prisoner to Karnag, where Lord Stemfast will arrange for him to be transported back to Feldenost for questioning.
Okay. Sounds good. How much are we getting paid for this?
If you manage to capture whoever is leading these attacks, you'll each get awarded 250 gold pieces.
Ooh, that's
However,
good.
you do need to catch the leader.
If they end up dying, will we get paid at all, or is that?
That will be for Lord Stenfast to decide.
Okay.
What
Sounds good.
if he's still alive, but he's suspiciously missing his left arm?
So long as he's alive, we don't care. We need him alive and not insane, preferably. We need to be able to question
preferably.
him. No, he needs to be alive. If it
You
was up
just
to
said
me,
preferably.
you wouldn't get paid if you kill him. But it's on Lord Stenfast's decision, that one.
Can I question you? You want anyone else? If there's like multiple people, should we try and get as many as possible, or are we cool to kill everyone else and just not the leader?
Kill everyone else. They're all bandits. We can't take a contingent. We can't take 30, 40 odd prisoners. We haven't the capacity to store them.
I was just thinking like 2 or 3, but you know, backup plans.
He's got a point.
If the leader dies, especially, like, do you want a backup plan
Sorry,
with this?
I wasn't listening then because I was more reading
Wow.
Chris's message, his last one. No, he says, look, just find whoever's in charge, take them prisoner, kill everyone else.
Okay, I was just thinking of a backup plan, just in case, but okay. We'll
Look,
get going.
Don't let them die. We need to question them.
That might not be my choice.
What if we question them and then kill them?
No, not for you to question them.
What if we kill them and then
No.
skip town?
What if we
Then you
kill them,
won't be
revive
paid.
them, then question them?
Just get in the damn caravan, take the leader captive, take him to Lord Stenfast. It's not that hard to understand.
What if one of us was claustrophobic?
I don't care. Get
That's not
in.
very nice.
No,
I'm
not
getting
really.
in. I'm getting in.
Chris, that's kind of my plan. Shush.
I can see where this is going. This is going to be absolutely horrendous. Anyway, so you all pile in the caravan. You're sat in there waiting for half an hour or so while the rest of the guards get sorted. And then they finally all get the crap together and you start moving onwards. As you know from experience, it's a 3-day trip to get from Feldenost to Karnag. You're staying in the caravans as the caravan proceeds north. Nothing's happening. You can hear the sort of the trees in the wind as you go by. Chris, stop giving them ideas. You can hear the guards outside sort of talking to themselves. You guys have been told you've got to stay quiet. Nothing happens throughout the first day. But so when you get to the end of the day, though, you're told to remain inside the caravan to make sure, just in case you're attacked during the night. Night comes, you're still inside the caravan, nothing happens. The dozen guards outside wake up next day and you carry on north. Same as in the first day, nothing happens, nor on the second night. However, on the third day, you are only an hour beyond your setting off point and about half a day's travel from Karnag when you suddenly hear a charge of boots that sounds like it's 30 feet from your left. And you can suddenly hear a clattering of steel and such. And it's at this point the side of the caravan, you can just see a knife go through and it's just ripped apart. And in front of you are stood 5 bandits who are now in shock. All 4 of you get a chance to perform attack of opportunity on them if you wish.
I am going to do Nah, I'm not going to do that. Never mind.
Uh,
Go on. You guys pick first. I was
Yeah,
about
you've
to-
got to be quick. If you're too long,
I'm going
you'll
to attempt
miss.
to cast suggestion on one of them.
Okay.
Poison spray.
Right, we'll go with Dan's first. Okay, Dan.
I have
you
no
cast...
weapon, so.
Okay, you cast poison spray. That's a Constitution saving throw, I think.
Yes.
Use him as a human shield. Okay.
He's not human.
So that's a fail. That's a fail. That's a
Can't drop
success.
him like that.
That's a success. That's a fail.
Hey, Job. Can we get this drawn on the thing?
Do we get what?
Fucking hell. Oh, I
This
forgot
drawn?
about this. Right. Okay. So you're in your caravan. Can you see that on stream?
I'm waiting for John's hand to go over.
Oh, can we get this drawn? I get what you were saying.
I can't really see that very well because I'll move it. Right. So there's your caravan. You've got a Titan. You've got a Lou. You've got Jimby, and then you've got. How am I meant to do Jim and Jimby? Oh, for God's sake! And
Just
then
put
you've
Skell.
got
Just draw a
JB
skull.
is Jimby, JM is Jim, and you have the
What was their
bandits
stage name?
outside the caravan. You
One
can
second,
see
wait for it.
fighting down here and up here. The guards are fighting all the bandits around these areas. Over here, you can see a large 6-foot man with another logo that you have seen earlier of the flaming sword, and he's yelling orders. He is over here.
I take back
Oh,
casting
we
suggestion.
Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dan, you've cast poison spray. Roll damage.
Oh, nice. That means it actually hit, which is fucking Christmas miracle. 14.
It hits anyway, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it does. 14.
Okay. 2 of them failed. 3 of them succeeded. You don't reach the bandit captain. So 14. He's gonna take that. Damn AoE spells. Okay, so you just raise your hands and you just throw out
Raise my
a
hand.
poison cloud. Raise your hand, sorry, yeah. And you just throw out this poison cloud that just like ripples out your arm into everyone. And some of them manage to move slightly so they don't take the full brunt. But it's kind of like eating away at them, and they're all suddenly looking a little ill, and you can see they're not feeling so good. Titan and Rue, you've got time to make a quick attack of opportunity if you wish. Titan, you will need to get out of the caravan to reach around them, because you're currently behind Jimby.
Question real quick.
Yes.
Is my wolf that I transform into now in, like, one armless as well? Or am I a fully fledged wolf?
Based on how the mechanics work for that, I'm going to assume you're still a fully fledged wolf.
Thank fuck.
Oh.
Nice. Chill.
Okay.
Okay. Bandits 1 and Bandit 2. I'm going to do a level 1 Thunder Chromatic Orb and Twin Link it right in the face.
Oh, this is where
Okay,
Tim
make
one-shots
2
everybody.
attack rolls.
20, not nat, and 14.
They both hit.
Yes. Chromatic Orb, and... Did I say what damage type I was doing?
Thunder.
Thunder, yes. Okay. Okay, this could take a second.
Yeah, my drawing's not very good, Chris. I am going to try and work out a better method for this, but for now, this is kind of how it goes.
Okay. Hang on a minute.
What's your damage, Tim?
I don't believe this. 4 damage to the first one and 14 to the other.
Okay. So you raise your hand. You kind of pull this sphere out your chest, and it splits into 2. And you throw both of them towards. They're like a rolling thunder as they leave your palms. One of them just kind of catches the first bandit on his shoulder, and you can just hear this rush, and it kind of looks like his chest has just been smacked with something. The other one hits the second guy in the middle of the chest, and it just straight up drives him back 5 feet. Also, Chris, we would love to do that, but unfortunately, Will is in hole, Luke is in hole, and we don't.
We're split halfway. Although, to be fair, we all have them. We all have dudes to use. That. We just don't have, like, any way of physically doing it, which is a shame.
Yeah, we're still working on that. Anyway,
sorry, I'm just a little bit miffed that I did 4 damage on a 3d8.
Anyway, Titan, you've got time to try and jump out.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, we're all from Hull, Chris. We're all from Hull. Yet we're still somehow still alive.
Yeah, I work in city centre now. That's offensive.
Anyway, Titan, you've still got time to try and jump out. On hindsight, you'll not have time to attack them because you've got to dismount from the caravan, but you can get into position before you roll initiative.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Where do you want to be? Next to Bandit 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just
it's at this point I'm going to ask everyone to roll initiative as the bandits get over their surprise.
So I'll even get to do anything. Okay, fair enough.
You cast suggestion in the middle of a fight. That's not going to do anything.
Wait, I can cast it on literally anything that can be charmed, but it
17.
doesn't matter anyway.
What was that, Jim?
17.
17. Okay. Titan?
I got a 7.
Okay. Aru?
15.
Okay. Jimby?
8.
Okay.
Well, Hull's getting quite techie nowadays, isn't it?
Okay. It is
Can't
Bandit. Has just got the green light. Yeah, but that's because Hull's had several really bad floods since like 2007.
Yeah, but it took them several before they would green light it, though.
Yeah. Hull should be
Hull will not
fine.
be fine. Nope.
Hull will not be fine, Chris. Trust us. As soon as we've already had times where the River Humber has burst the banks and has just flooded all the streets near it.
Yeah, but my place is literally on the dock. I'm going to be the first man to die.
Yes, but sogginess was
My
part
house
of Hull's
is-
charm. If you all call that charm, mate, then
I
you
wouldn't.
call it charm. But then again, it's better than a knife in the stomach. Anyway, it's Bandit's 4's go. He's going to take a swing at you, Titan. An 8 doesn't go through, does it?
No.
It is now your go, Jim.
Oh, wow, wait, what am I going to do? They're all in front of us.
Yeah, you're still in the caravan. You're here. You're still in the cart. The bandits are here. The captain's back here.
Cool. I'm going to become Mr. Doggo Wolf Woof Woof, man.
Okay, does that take a turn, or is that...
Yeah, I can do it as a thingy. What's
as
it
a
called?
bonus? Okay, so you transform into your wolf. It's going to take half your movement to disembark from the caravan, though.
Can
that's
confirm,
fine.
Chris. Can confirm, Chris. I work in the C4DI, and that there's companies in there that are actually gonna do stuff.
I'm going to chomp on the nearest ankles I can.
That will be Bandit 3.
Yes, Bandit 3, get chomped.
Okay, make your attack roll.
7.
A 7 does not go through, I'm afraid.
Didn't think as much.
Okay.
Oh, it's not a 7. Ignore me. It's actually a 12.
It's actually a 12. Okay. 12 does go through.
Fucking I forgot to do my +4 to... No, +5 to hit.
Ninth Angel sculpture. What's that?
It's a sculpture made out of knives.
Yeah, it is.
That sounds like something that John Wick had done.
To be fair, that's something I'd want to see. To be fair, it sounds pretty cool. What's your damage, Dan?
8.
8. Okay. So you turn into your wolf. You jump out your caravan. You run straight up toward the bandits. You just clomp down with your teeth right on the lower calf of him, and biting through the flesh. You've just dealt 8 damage. It is now one of the bandits goes. So the bandit behind the one you just attacked, Dan, is going to move round to you, and he's going to take a swing at you.
Sounds like it's going to hurt.
That's if it hits. 14, does that hit?
Let me double check. Yes, it does.
Okay, and he's going to deal... Oh, I forgot these guys have multi-attack. Forgot about that. He's going to make 2 attacks on you, Dan. Does a 13 go through?
A 13 does not.
Okay, so just 1 attack goes through. He deals 5 piercing damage to you.
Sick. Cool.
It is now your turn, Aru.
Okay. That bandit that's just attacked Dan,
Yeah?
I'm going to do a level 2 magic missile on him.
Okay, roll damage.
God damn. 16.
Okay, 16 damage was that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're just gonna bring your hands together, clapping, and just throw out several magic missiles that just go rush towards him, and they're just gonna strike him straight in the head. He's gonna stagger slightly before turning back around to face you. It is now Bandit's 1's go. He's going to make 2 attacks at you, Titan.
Oh.
One of them does not hit. The other one, he completely overswings and misses, leaving himself open. Do you want to make an attack of opportunity?
Yes, I do.
Roll a attack roll.
Swing thy hammer. Oh, I don't know where my other pot's gone.
More snow, more heavy snow on the way to Hull. Oh, brilliant. I love how Chris knows more about what's going on in Hull than us.
The man just scrolled down Google News.
Oh, fair.
23, John.
23 hits. That's a hit. I don't even need to look. Roll your damage.
That's a D8 plus a D4 plus
D10.
1, right? A
D10.
D10. Okay. See, I'm learning. A plus strength, yeah?
Plus strength. Plus your
13.
D4 because of your archetype.
So 13 plus 1 fire damage. Or plus 1 burning, whatever it is.
Okay, so this guy is going to make 1 wild swing and miss, and then he's going to try and step forward and take another swing at you. Overswing. As he just overextends, you're just going to throw your hammer arm forward and just smack him straight in the shoulder, and he's just going to drop back as he takes a lot of damage. How much damage was it, sorry? 13 plus 1?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, as you just smack him on the shoulder, he just spins out and drops to the floor, and he doesn't get back up. Okay, it is now Bandit 2's go. He is going to try and climb onto the caravan and make an attack at you, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
This is such an awkward way of doing it. Okay, he's going to try and make an attack at you, and then he's going to try and make an attack at Jimby. The one at you does not go through, and the one at Jimby does not go through.
I've got a feeling Chris has an agenda.
You wouldn't be in this problem. Oh boy.
Just an FYI, they've decided to go for the Chinese early and I had to just settle for it, so...
Don't worry about it.
Just as a
Just say
forewarning.
where you've got to go.
Okay.
It is now Jimby's turn.
Hooray! I'm gonna give, as a bonus action, give Jim inspiration. You can do it, Wolfie boy, skeleton man.
Can I maneuver this so the light's not shining so you can see? Is that a bit better?
No, you put it directly over it.
How's that? Nope. Okay, I'll just put it back. Okay, what was it you were doing, Jimby?
Inspiring Jim.
Okay, so Jim,
This boss.
you get
Too
an
much Jim's going on.
inspirational shout from Jimby. You now have a inspiration die.
And I'm gonna take a crossbow shot at the man who just tried to stab me.
That'll be with disadvantage because he's right next to you.
Fair enough.
Okay, make an attack roll with disadvantage. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
Is it proficiency plus dexterity as well?
Yes.
So 13.
13.
Yeah.
On Bandit 2. That does hit. Roll damage.
Hooray! Yep. 4 plus, what do I add to that? Dexterity as well?
Yeah.
7.
7. So, despite the close quarters, you just pull up your crossbow and you've just going to take a shot out. It's just going to embed itself straight through the neck, and he's just going to drop to the floor where he is. You called him Jim, mate. You called him Jim.
You didn't warn me that there was a Jimby.
I did warn you. You didn't care. It is now Bandit 3's turn. Ooh. And Bandit 3 is going to make another attack at you, Jim. I find me D20. Does a 13 go through?
No.
No. Okay. He's going to make a second attack at you now. And it's 13 again. Why are these guys getting rolling like 5 and 6? It is now your turn, Titan.
Yay! I'm gonna keep the caravan.
Sounds like a
This
good
is gonna
deed,
go
but-
terribly. I'm so glad I'm out.
To successfully blame John for this utter clusterfuck. That's fair. Alright, roll a strength roll.
What's my strength? 22.
Okay, so you just kick one of the wheels next to you of the caravan, and it just instantly gives under your might, your full might, and the caravan just tips. Jimby and Aru, can you both make acrobatic saves?
I accept this.
Acrobatic rolls, sorry.
24! We good! I'll do a backflip out of that thing.
Stylishly just got a 10 in the fucking Olympics. Out of that caravan.
Aru?
He did a front double pike. And just...
Acrobatics.
Pardon, Tim?
Acrobatics.
Yeah,
16.
16. Okay.
Tim did like an okay one, but he wasn't like doped like the Russians
Jimby,
were. He
you,
was just
you
like...
see Titan go for this, and you're just going to go for the full backflip, and you're just going to backflip out of there just as he kicks it. Aru, you are a little bit late, but you managed to stay upright and managed to balance yourself. You've just managed to climb out of it without getting yourself hurt or falling over. So you're just behind the caravan now. it is now the bandit captain's go, and he's going to pull out a crossbow, and he's going to take a shot at you, Jimby. Yeah.
Bring it.
15.
Dodge anything. I can't dodge that.
Dodge anything.
Me equals games expert. Well, it's not like you've got a PhD in it, Chris. Okay, he's going to deal 10 damage to you, Jimby.
Damn.
So he's just going to pull up his crossbow, he's just sighting you up, takes the shot, and the crossbow bolt is just going to embed itself in your leg. It is now, having gone full circle, it is now Bandit 4's go. He's going to make... Okay, fair enough.
Ethics?
That's a good point, actually, because he teaches the ethics module for professional practice. So,
Right.
yeah. Fair, okay, I'll shut up now.
Chris
Go back.
calculated this like 5 years ago in his PhD. The entire study on why kicking down every single item was worth it.
I'm going to shut up on that front now. Titan, Bandit 4 is going to make 2 attacks on you.
Yay.
One of them definitely goes through.
Yeah.
One of them also goes through. So...
I'm beginning to be disheartened about this whole kick the caravan.
Ouch. 19 damage. So he's just going to come up and just cut you across one hip to your right shoulder, and then he's going to bring his sword back around and go for your right hip to your left shoulder, just doing like a giant X across your chest. You've just taken 19 damage. Which
I've got the X factor.
19.
Lord.
Your turn, Jim. If in doubt, brute
My
force and ignorance.
Right. I'm on 8 HP, my guy.
You are in wolf form, though.
True. No, I'm still on like 13 HP. I'm on 13.
I think
the last time we got hit was like a few days ago.
No, I literally just got hit for 5.
Oh,
No,
I
I mean,
forgot
like,
to
aside
reset it
from that.
afterwards, that's why, yeah. So you are
Yeah,
13. Still
I'm
learning,
just,
don't bully me. Not been
I'm
DMing
gonna,
very
I'm
long.
gonna bite the nearest person again.
So, well, you can either bite Bandit 3 or Bandit 5.
Who's posing the most threat to the party?
It would be one of those two, or Bandit 4, Bandit 1, who are currently attacking Titan, but you would have to try and run right around, which would give them attacks of opportunity on you.
Hell nah! Yeah, I'm doing the closest.
Probably Bandit 5, then make an attack roll.
17.
That hits.
Nice. Wrong one. 7 plus 2 equals 9 damage.
Yeah, so you're just going to jump up at his throat and you're just going to tear his throat out. He's just going to drop to the floor dead.
Yeet! Wolfman. Popping off.
What happened to the bandit in the caravan?
Well,
I think the
no,
caravan
that's not a threat
imploded
to the
with him.
party, Chris. That's just a threat to me. Okay, it is now. I don't know. It's just Tim's go. Aru, it is now your go. There is only Bandit 3 and 4 left. So Bandit 1 is dead, and Bandit 5 is dead, and Bandit 2 is dead. And there is
Okay.
the Bandit Captain. Yes.
Please, can you wipe them off when they die so I don't get quite
Yeah,
confused?
sorry.
Okay. I'm going to go down 2 squares and across 3 towards the bandit leader.
What was that? So you're going down 2 squares.
And across 3 in terms of towards the bandit leader.
Okay, so that's
Right.
going to take you about 15 feet of movement to put you here, was it?
Down 2 across 3. I mean, yeah.
It'll
Okay.
be on VOD, Chris, if you want to carry on watching it later.
Okay. And now that I'm not around people, I can finally start using some abilities.
See you later,
Mantle of
Chris.
Flame.
Oi, Chris.
Mantle Flame.
Going to activate my Mantle of Flame, and I'm going to, because why not? Level 2, Chromatic Orb, Twin Link, Bandit 3 and Bandit 4.
Okay, make attack rolls for both of them.
11 plus 7 is 18.
Yeah, that goes through.
And 8 plus 7 is 15.
That also goes through.
Yes. Okay, this is going to take a minute to roll. I apologise. 3, 8. Wait, 3.
I think I'm going to have to rethink this board idea. It's not working out very well.
Why don't you just have like an Excel spreadsheet?
And stream that. That's actually not a bad idea.
Well, I mean, you can have it all as grid-based. You can set things as certain colours if you need to, and you can also type into them.
That's a solid shout, actually.
Yeah, and you've got 2 monitors, so you can level your stuff up. Sorry, Tim, go on.
24 damage to one, 19 to another.
Okay, 24 damage to one, and what was it, 19 to the other?
Yep.
Okay, so one of the bandits is just going to get burnt alive as you bring your chromatic orbs out and you launch both of them. Like, he just gets burnt alive, and there's just a burnt smell in the air as it just burns away. That is Bandit 3. Bandit 4 is just going to sidestep slightly, and your chromatic orb is just going to catch him in the side and light everything up. He lets out a howl of pain, but he's still alive. It is now your turn, Jimby.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word as a bonus action on Titan.
Okay, yeah. Roll health.
3 plus 6, 9.
9, okay.
And what is the captain wearing?
The captain is wearing roll perception.
Did I just hear Luke here on the
7
cap?
plus 4, 11.
You can't quite tell in the midst of battle. You're currently ducked behind Titan as he's fighting war of the bandits, and you can't quite see what the captain's wearing properly.
Can I attempt to viciously mock this man? Who shot me, at least?
You can do.
Alright. He has to make a save against that, which is...
He's safe.
Oh, well,
Sorry, he just rolled a nat 20. He's safe.
sad times.
It is now your turn, Titan.
Have a look at the board.
There's
B4 is about to get a hammer. He's about to sink his battleship.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I can't bother to do the maths. I got an 18. That probably goes too, right?
Yeah, that hits.
I did all the other stuff, yeah.
One sec, real quick.
Okay. Should we hold or?
Carry on for now.
Okay. D10, D4. And 14 plus... Yeah, 14 plus 1
Okay, 15 damage.
for the... Well, no, for the fire.
Yeah.
Burning, whatever it is. Yeah.
Okay, so you're just going to bring your hammer round and you're just going to go straight for his hip. And as as it hits, you can just feel the bones give underneath, and he howls out in pain, and he's suddenly shifting all his weight onto his other leg. He's like sweating profusely, and he's barely staying upright, but he is still alive. It is now the bandit's captain's go. He's going to take a shot at you, Aru. 17.
I want to reduce the damage with cutting words.
Yeah, remind me how that works.
I roll a d6 and it takes off that number.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
2. Take off 2 damage.
Okay. Aru, you take 4 damage then. And it is now Bandit 4's go. He is going to try and make 2 final attacks at you, Titan.
No.
First one misses. Second one hits.
Oh no.
And he deals 10 damage.
Oh no.
That's okay.
So he's just going, after you've hit him, he's just going to make a wild slash at your neck. He doesn't quite hit your neck, but he goes across your sternum, leaving open a nasty gash. It is now Jim's turn.
Hello.
Hello.
Right, so we got Bandit 4 is the
Yep.
closest to me.
Yeah, he's about 10 feet away, currently fighting Titan. You've got the Bandit Captain, who is about 30 feet away from you.
I'm going to charge at the Bandit Captain.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. It'll use up all your movement.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
Okay, so you run up over to the Bandit Captain. And what do you all do?
I'll bite him.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
18.
Yep, that hits.
Just make sure I'm doing this right. Yep. 6.
Okay, so you run straight up to the Bandit Captain, and you just go straight through his leg, and you just get straight through his breeches he's got on his legs, and you draw blood straight out. He lets out a howl of pain. It is now your turn, Aru.
We need to capture him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do a ray of frost that reduces his movement by 10 feet.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Can confirm that the 9 probably doesn't hit.
9 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Well,
It is now your turn, Jim B.
Bonus action healing word on Titan again.
Yay.
Yep. Roll your health bonus.
2 + 6, 8.
Okay. And what would you like to do now?
I want to cast sleep on the captain.
Okay.
Level 2 sleep.
Okay, so if you cast it on the spot where the Bandit Captain is, you will have the Bandit Captain, Jim, and
Jim can't sleep.
Titan all within that. And Bandit 4 all within that radius.
Oh, that's cool. Jim
You are-
doesn't. Jim won't be affected, and Titan won't be affected. It's chill. All good.
Okay, roll sleep. Oh yeah, it won't do anything on Jim actually because he's undead.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
cast your spell. Roll.
Warflushed. Mm-hmm. 4. Tim, keep thinking for this with me.
Sure.
Plus 3. Plus 3. Plus 5. Plus 5. Plus 3. And plus 2.
So 15, 18, 21, 25.
Did you sleep?
Okay, so you cast your spell, focused on the point where the Bandit Captain is, and at that point, both Bandit 4 and Titan drop to the floor unconscious.
But
Wait,
he
why
can't
not?
sleep.
What? Yeah.
Warforged, if I remember rightly, are still affected by sleep spell.
Can we double check
I'll
that?
double check
I
it,
don't
but
think
I'm
that's
pretty
right.
sure
never affected me before.
Yeah, last time I
He's
tried
only
to do
used it twice, and last time your health was high enough for it to not make
He
a
was on
difference.
1 health though.
I'm always on one.
Genuine confusion.
Oh, no, you are right. No, Titan does not fall asleep. No.
Good.
Okay,
Good.
so yeah, only Bandit 4 falls asleep.
It's fine.
Okay, it is now... Titan, it is your go. You've got Bandit 4 in front of you, who has just fallen asleep, and you've got the Bandit Captain, who is about 25 feet away from you.
Bandit 4 on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look the captain dead in the eyes as I rip the arm off Bandit 4.
Ooh, roll strength.
22? 21, sorry.
You stomp on Bandit 4's chest, you try and pull the arm off. You can hear stuff cracking and that inside the joint, but the arm's not quite releasing.
Really?
Yes.
Oof,
Funny
okay.
enough, it's kind of hard to tear someone apart limb from limb like that.
Oh, don't worry, I'll find a way.
Should have just chopped it off.
I have tools.
It is now the Bandit Captain's go. He is going to drop his crossbow. He's going to throw his longsword and make 2 attacks on you, Jim.
Oh.
Hell nah.
1 definitely goes through. The second also goes through.
I want to reduce the damage with cutting words.
Okay, reduce damage.
1. That's sad.
Okay.
Counts.
You take 13 damage as he's just going to take a thrust and
Man's
cut your
no
right
longer a wolf.
shoulder and cuts down at your leg, at which point your spell fails and you go back to your skeleton form.
I love the fact that Dan was on 13 health, so Luke could have reduced the damage, so he was still a wolf.
And I got a fucking 1. If I got 2, it'd be great.
It is now Bandit 4's go. Let's see if he's going to wake up. He wakes up, which is bloody miracle. Oh, hang on, wait, no. What's your spell save, Luke?
My spell save is 14.
Ooh, he wakes up just, and he gets up, and he's just going to try and he's going to move to the right slightly and try and make an attack at you, Titan, and 1 at you,
Wait,
Jimpy.
is this Bandit 4?
Yes.
Does he suffer any sort of disadvantage to the fact that his arm was almost pulled off and is broken?
He was hurt by it.
Okay.
So he's going to make an attack at you, Jim, and then 1 at you, Jimby.
Mm-hmm.
The 1 on you, Titan, just doesn't even get close. He completely misses it. The 1 on you, Jimby, definitely hits.
I bet it's a 20.
No, but it was a 19. He did
Woo!
roll 19. 10 damage.
Again? Ooh.
He's just going to run straight through your leg.
Oh, I need the. I've been shot in the leg. It's the same leg.
Yep, it's the same leg. It's
Oh.
now practically unusable.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I'm just imagining. Have you seen that gif where a guy's been shot in the leg and he's like, ah, pointing at the leg, and another arrow just gets shot in the other leg, and he's just sat there shouting at both legs.
It's now your turn, Jim.
Dan.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm no longer a wolf now. Just a normal
No.
skelly bob.
With 1 arm.
Oh, what can I do?
Slap him across the face, I guess.
I only have 1. I didn't think this through because we need him, don't we?
Mm-hmm. He's got a lot of HP, it's fine.
He's got a lot of HP.
Yeah.
But
It's fine. Whack him. Get him. Go at him.
I
I believe in you.
Yeah. Well, I can't attack him.
What?
I have no weapon.
Do magic. Do something. I believe in you.
I'll produce flame.
Okay, cast Produce Flame.
And does it hit? Wait 1 second, my surface area. Najim?
Yeah, that hits. I'm going to say you don't have disadvantage because while it's technically a ranged attack, that's one you could do by just trying to grab hold of him. So yeah, 19 hits.
1d8, 7.
Yeah, 7. So you're just going to raise your one hand and you're going to just produce this bright orange flame. And you're just going to grab him on the arm, and all his arm gets burnt up on the right hand side. It is now Aru's turn.
Okay. Bandit Foot, gonna do a chromatic orb in his face. Because he needs to die.
Okay. Roll attack.
21.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. 19.
Yeah, he's dead. You just roasted him alive, and there's nothing left but a skeleton.
God damn it. Oh, well.
Okay, it is now Jimby's turn. Jimby, you are currently engaged. Oh, you were engaged with Bandit 4.
I'm engaged with a dead man.
Yeah, he's just burnt up alive in front of you. There's now only the bandit captain remaining. Roll perception for me, actually, Jim B.
16.
Okay, while you are focused on the fight, you have started to notice that the surrounding fight around you with the other guards and bandits is starting to finish up, and it looks like most of the bandits are starting to be cut down. What do you all do?
I want to shoot a crossbow bolt at this man's face, his captain boy.
I want to call into mission so I can go for a wee. Sorry, be right back.
No prob.
change my mind?
Roll an attack roll.
His leg is what I'm going for. Leg for a leg.
Okay.
Nat 20. That leg is mine.
Fair. Roll damage.
3 plus 3, 6.
Okay.
Wait, whoa. Nat 20, you do 2 of the dice.
Oh,
that is true,
yeah.
actually, yeah.
Plus another 3. 9.
Okay. So you're really pissed that you've been repeatedly shot in the leg. So you're just gonna raise your crossbow and you're gonna take a shot, and you're just gonna hit him in the lower shin. But the crossbow bolt is going to go straight through the top of the ankle and bury itself in the dirt. He is now pinned to the floor by this crossbow bolt and can't move his leg.
I'm going to give him a middle finger as well.
Titan, it is your go.
See, I want another arm. Oh, actually, no. Well, I don't want to touch the man because I'm just going to murder him, and we don't want to murder him. So I'm thinking
you can grapple him if you want.
I'm thinking I'm just going to go for the arm. No, his arm. Bandit 4's arm.
Bandit 4's dead.
Yeah.
You can just take it.
Right. He wants it.
I'm going to pick it up, though. I want the arm.
Okay, what are you doing? Are you, like, attacking it with a tool, or are you just going to try and rip it off again?
Well, it's just a skeleton now, right?
That is true, yeah.
I just got to pick it up. And
okay, make another strength roll.
Okay.
How heavy is this arm?
I might want to use the extra action thing after this, just as an FYI.
Yeah, you can do.
What's my strength?
Plus 5, isn't it? You got 20, right?
Yeah, plus 5. 18?
Yeah, no, you grab the arm, you give it a paw, it kind of stays in place for a moment and then just pops out as all the tendons and muscles that were holding it in place have just been burnt away. You now
Okay.
have this guy's left arm.
I'm gonna use an extra action and throw it at the captain. Try and bonk him on the head with it.
Okay, roll a d20 plus dex.
On dexterity. Oh, okay. 5.
Yeah, no, that
Don't
doesn't
think it's
hit. You've thrown the arm and it just kind of lands next to Bandit Captain, who just kind of looks at it while he's trying to fight Jim.
It was terror tactics. That's what it was.
We can take down one of them with that. We might be able to take down the second one, eh?
It is now the Bandit Captain's go. He's going to try and make another 2 cuts at Jim, because
Please
he's
don't
annoying
have me.
him. One of them does not hit.
Thank you.
The other one's a nat 20.
Wow, wait.
And you are going to take 14 damage.
Holy fuck.
Well,
So he's just going to try and take a swing at your head and miss. But as he swings his sword round, he's to try and cut at your hip, and it just clangs straight into your bone and just leaves a massive scratch down the inside of it. It is now Jim's turn.
Touch that boy.
I really don't know what to do because
Touch him. Touch him.
I'm going to try and tackle him.
Okay, make a strength roll.
Ha! 14?
You've managed to successfully grapple him. You've just charged forward. Even with like your one arm, you've just managed to tackle him and take him down to the floor as he was completely caught by surprise on this. You are both now prone and grappled on the floor.
Cool.
It is now Aru's turn. Any ranged attack you make has disadvantage, and you may hit Jim.
Can I just run up and help Dan tackle him?
Don't pause, man.
You can do if you want. Roll strength.
Law-wise, since I'll kill him if I attack him, I'm gonna not try and attack him. But in actuality-wise, there's a Chinese downstairs now, so
I'll just say you'll go grapple him as well. Will.
okay. As long as I don't get injured, that's fine.
Fair. I can keep track of your health.
Who has a rope?
I don't mean injured like that. I mean, as long as I don't injure for
Yeah.
something that I'm not doing,
Yeah.
if you get what I mean.
Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Right. Right,
Yeah, Aru, make a strength roll.
19.
19. Hang on. Oh, yeah, no. He, like, you just throw yourself on him. You try and throw yourself on one of his arms. He tries to lift you up, but it's too awkward a position. His arm's pinned under you. He's trying to throw you and Jim off, but isn't getting anywhere. Jimby, is now your turn.
Can I attempt to tie him up because I have rope in my bag? While they're like thingy holding him down.
I don't trust your knots, but
Yeah, go on then. Can you make a dex roll for me? Jim and Aru, can you make strength rolls for me?
12.
17.
15.
Okay, you two try and keep him pinned. He's starting, now that he's got his marbles back, he's trying to throw you off more. Jimby, you run over with a length of rope. It's really tough. He almost escapes a couple of times, but you manage to keep him pinned to the floor with his hands fastened behind his back. You manage to get around his chest too, so he is now trussed up on the floor and isn't able to move.
Hell yeah.
It is at this point that the fight is now concluded. Everyone gains 225 experience each.
Damn.
Yippee!
How much was that?
225 experience. I'm messaging Will for where he gets back later.
Or something that we completely forgot to consider.
What?
Oh no.
What?
I don't know what we're going to have to do about this.
What?
I'm still blaring with Mantle of Flame, and I've just tackled this guy. And we completely forgot to take that into consideration.
Hey,
We'll just forget about that minute detail for now.
How much HP did he have? I assume he was on like 30 or something.
I'm not going to metagame like that right now.
Fair enough.
Okay, as you kind of pull the bandit captain to his feet, you all look around and you realise that the fight's over. All the bandits are dead. Some of the guards have taken injuries, but for the most part, it looks like you guys were the only ones struggling at all. All the rest of them seem to have died pretty easily. The guards start to circle around, and they can see that you've got your prisoner, so they've just kind of thrown him in the back of one of the caravans. So the soldiers are a bit pissed that you've broken one of the carts, but they decide to just leave it on the roadside for now, and they'll send a repairman out to sort it out later on. You all carry on north. You're only about half a day's hike away from Karnag. You get back to the city of Karnag. Upon arrival, Lord Stemfast is waiting for you at the gate.
Shall we wait until Will gets back to discuss any of this bit?
Well, I'm kind of just going to do this bit and then say, shall we leave the session there?
Fair.
That's why I'm kind of rushing this bit a little bit. Lord Stemfast thanks you all for your hard work and rewards you all with 250 gold pieces each.
Wahoo!
2 right.
Okay, and then it is now pretty much the end of the day. You're all a bit battered and bruised. Lord Stenfast suggests that you all head back to the accommodation that he has had kept tidy for you, and for you to get some rest tonight.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Accommodation?
so we'll finish the session there if you guys are okay with that.
Yep.
With you guys having a long rest overnight inside your accommodation in the city of Karnag.
Sounds glorious.
Okay. There we go. I will message Will to say he's got 250 gold pieces as well.
And the XP.
I've already messaged him about the XP. I hope you all enjoyed that. That was... Oh boy.
My legs.
I'm not
I
gonna
want my
lie.
arm back.
You guys did pretty damn well. That fight, it was outside your challenge rating. Let's put it that way.
My legs.
And none of you died. Like, you all got pretty beat up, but none of you died. So,
Straightforward.
yeah.
Can I have my question answered about how much HP that guy had, though? What is that? Still
Originally or afterwards?
like, when we tied him up, how much was he on?
Give me a sec.
I assume he had a fair bit.
I reckon he had like 4.
Nah. He was healthy.
Let me get back to it because I've opened one of my other documents. Okay. He was on 9 health.
Oh. Not as healthy as I thought.
No. But
What
yeah,
did he start out with? He mustn't have started out much.
he didn't have a whole lot. He had, I think it was 29 health, something like that.
Oh. That isn't very much at all.
No. Okay, I think I will end the stream there. We might... I don't think we'll play any more tonight, I don't think, unless you guys really want to, but the next bit, just based on how long this took, is going to need 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, that's fine.
4 hours personally, but
Yeah, and like I said, won't be able to do it for the next 2 weekends, I'm afraid. I'm afraid I am on camp.
That's alright.
But after that, we'll get back to it. Okay, end the stream there.
Sick. Thank you very much.